What is up, obscure mic people? Going to do something a little different today. So, not that much different. I think I've done something along this variation recently. But I want to talk about some portable setups. Like currently, it is 75 degrees probably, a little bit windy. Fall is on its way. And I really enjoy just shooting content outside. If you follow my self-titled channel, Bark, which I'll probably post this to or a video today in regards to what I'm talking about, you will see that I've made a plethora of videos outside. It's just a really comfortable place that you don't have to worry about lighting or worry about, clutter. Like I'm sitting in a shelter house, just trees blowing in the wind everywhere, a loud trash truck on its way. I just want to talk about some portable setups. Portability is the name of the game to me. Like I love small portable setups. Now granted, we could just go with like a clip-on wireless lav and it doesn't get much more portable than that. But the sound is improved upon a smartphone, but it's not exactly ideal for me. Like I still want that, I'm gonna call it a professional sound, but really it's just a direct, really close sound that you can't get from something hanging below your face. Like I want that in front of my mouth sound, that's what she said, direct, and I want it to sound good. So I've got 3 different setups here. Let's talk about them. Setup number 1 is the Movo WMX2, and Movo's little handle you can clip a wireless mic onto that comes with windscreens and such. But this has proved to be really good for TikTok stuff. Like it doesn't get much more portable than that, especially with the windscreen on. You got a couple pieces, almost pocketable. Come back here, windy muff. And hey, let's put that back on. But this is super portable, but this is also an omnidirectional mic, so it does pick up other things. And this particular set does not have noise cancellation. On to set number 2. This is something I threw together today. I got a Deity vmic 3 Pro, which Bronson from Audio Hotline sent me a while back. Thanks, my lovely buddy Bron. And I've got an old Samsung like A53 or something, a broken phone I got for next to nothing. And I've got this really handy Coolie Howda tripod. And the reason I bought this is because it has a shoe mount on the side here that rotates. So I can essentially aim this mic at me and just have this as my setup, which I've got my phone angled one way and the mic angled another. That way it's kind of, you can't really tell the angle, but it's more pointed at my mouth when I use this like this. Now I've got this nice phone holder that you can simply untwist the back. This is from Magnus. I'll try to link all this stuff in the description. But this, you can go portrait or widescreen or whatever. So there's the mic. It's rechargeable through USB. It's a 3.5 millimeter, which I've got ran to, an adapter and then another adapter to save room from the low-hanging fruit. But yeah, this can rotate and do whatever orientation you want. And I figure, like, if this sounds pretty good, that's a pretty easy, grab and go. Like I can grab this and just go. So let's go to the least portable, still portable, but the least portable setup. I've had something similar to this before, but here we go. Least portable, yet still portable. I've got the Helicon GoXLR mic, which I absolutely love because it is small, it is portable. And I've got that rigged up with a on-stage small boom pole, adjustable. And I've got a Sony base mount that came with a vintage mic. I just like this because it's not huge, but it's heavy enough to keep this thing steady. And I've got a small XLR running to the Senal XU1648 adapted to plug into a phone. So I mean, this is portable, in my opinion. Like, everything's connected to my mic stand. So you grab this mic stand and you just go. And I know that this is probably going to give me the most direct and best sound outside, because we're talking dynamic, condenser, and small omni. But I'm going to rig them all up and, you know, see what we got. Reason I use this adapter here, just the level of controls on it, it's not super expensive. And honest to God, it just works, and it works really well, which you'll hear in just a minute. So got a little tie strap on to keep that just kind of there, not putting pressure on it, but just keeping it there. That's what she said. So yeah, let's go ahead and run through the gamut of these. We'll go most portable to least portable, and you guys let me know what you would rank them in terms of sound quality, and then what you would do in terms of choosing one if it was you that was traveling all across your homeland making content. Let's go. So here's the first one. This is the Movo system. This is what that sounds like. I'm talking directly into it. Little handle, little wireless, good to go. I do like this setup because I do think it sounds good enough. It's definitely direct and it's definitely clear. Camera's over here. I do think it's clear. I do think it sounds good. But again, it's going to come down to the other options. Now, you do still need one of these, of course, so it wasn't as portable as what I showed you there at the beginning, because you are going to need some kind of phone stand, but still pretty portable. Let's move on to the next setup real quick. All right, here's the next setup. It's the Deity vmic 3 Pro, and it's on the stand with the phone like I showed you before. This is what that sounds like. Now, I'm not getting super close to my mouth, but I am probably, I'm about a little longer than from here to there. So I would say roughly just under a foot probably, but this is what the Deity vmic 3 Pro sounds like. Wondering if it sounds nearly as good as this, because I was able to get this here, but yet that's kind of far away. Not super far away, but I'll be quiet for the noise too. I should have done that with this. I will do that with this. Noise on the Deity. Noise on the Movo. Noise on the Movo. What is it picking up? What is it not? Okay. Now let's move on to the least portable setup. All right, so now we've got the TC Helicon GoXLR plugged in. Got the setup. Looks good on camera. I am getting the least output, even with the gain all the way up on the device. I'm still going to have to boost it in post, which is not a super big surprise out of this thing. But still, you know, the other ones I can get what I want out of. But I'm probably pretty sure this probably sounds the best. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see when I get back. But which one of these sounds the best to you? Which one of these would be your portable setup? Basically kind of a what's good enough for you. Was the first set good enough for you? Or was it the second? Or was it the third? I don't know because I haven't listened to them yet. But I'll add my thoughts at the end, probably in a much less ideal environment. Hope you enjoyed this. Portable setups, a lot of fun. I'll see you guys next time. Actually, let me tell you what I thought, and then we'll see you next time. It is hard to beat a good dynamic. I think the TC Helicon GoXLR mic sounded the best, as I thought. But it depends on what content you're recording. If you're recording content for people to watch on their phones, I honestly think any of them would work. Even the iPhone, when it was like the opening of the video was me talking into the rear camera, not the front facing, but the rear. And my voice sounded pretty good coming through my laptop speakers. Now, when I put headphones on, that changed a good bit and it was not that great. And then we got to the other mics and it was a lot better. But I think the Movo sounds the most brittle, but also focused. The Deity sounded nice and smooth, but also let in a lot of the area noise where I was farther away from it. And it is a shotgun mic out in the wild, so to speak. The dynamic mic, of course, to me did the best, but I wouldn't scoff at using any of the three if I know people are watching on their phones. If I'm doing TikTok content or YouTube talking head stuff that's not like audio file related, like people aren't going to be listening with headphones, they're just going to be listening, I guess. So yeah, for casual content, I think it all worked. Kind of lean towards the Movo myself because it worked, and it's easy. That's a very easy setup, fits in my bag, super easy. Of course, for sound, TC Helicon. But the other options are pretty good. The Deity, I wish I could get that a little closer. I think if I could get that a little closer, it would be a contender out of the three. But all three work pretty well for me, honestly. Let me know what you think in the comments.